Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mega Man 04 Part 16. In the last episode, we managed to get through the security system, and I screwed that up right there. I was trying to make auto recovery too, but we managed to get past the security system, and now we're going in through the circuit. But before we do, I'm making auto recovery 2 and auto recovery 3. Now, auto recovery 2 and 3, and also auto recovery, is pretty much reminiscent to Mega Man X3 with its helmet, where you stood there and healed. Well, that's provided you got the Dr. Light chip with that helmet. Yeah, arguably one of the worst armors in the Mega Man X franchise. The only thing good about it was, in fact, you healing, and possibly healing all your sub-tanks. Standing there for literally a god knows how long, and this does the same thing. And now, we're going to make the strongest. You thought that suit was yellow now? Wait till we finish with it. Certanium, let's see, we're going to need the ingredients for strong and stronger, and now we need to add, if I'm not mistaken, a needle balloon, because we got one of those. And with that, we got the strongest. Yes, 0 strongest there is. So, with that said, let's put on strongest and show that off. And it went from being a light yellow to absolutely yellow. Man, the funny part is, at least the armor looked almost exactly like, one of the armors from Mega Man 02. And by the way, this is the Rolling Slash. Oh, expect that to be used in the final battle, or at least in the final area. So for now, we're going to put on strongest, and we're going to go back to the command center after we, well, heal ourselves and we prepare ourselves for, which would be an actual doozy. Because unlike before, which was an easy cakewalk, this is not easy at all. In fact, spikes are afoot and spikes are everywhere. Bottomless pits are everywhere. And even if you set your elf to save you from one bottomless pit, they can only save you from one bottomless pit. You fall in again, you die. That's why I haven't activated it that way. So with that said, you can always come back to Neo Arcadia, and you can always come back to the circuit to Ragnarok. But, that one mission where you fought off against Kraft, you can't go back to that one. If you missed any parts there, don't worry, they're in different areas. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, with my extremely bright Marks-a-Lot yellow suit, we're going straight into the circuit. And hopefully we can make it into Ragnarok. Oh, this is a reminiscent of a certain stage in Mega Man X5. Yeah, Keiji Inafune is pulling all the nostalgia. Because X5, cyberspace was also a reminiscent of X4, where cyberspace was a stage with Cyber Peacock. But here, we don't have to worry about fighting Sigma. Oh no, even though I just saw Sigma's sign on certain areas. But yes, this may bring up some nostalgia, because those electric barrier things, they can be frozen, and you can actually go through it. But I'm trying to tank all these hits because I am the fucking strong after all. Bad JoJo joke is bad, I know. And I should be ashamed of myself. But nonetheless, we just need to go through this area. And for the record, the spikes still do damage, but not as much as it normally would. Crush, on the other hand, is a totally different story. You can still die from that. But lava, spikes, you can't die. Plain and simple. I mean, you can lose health until you die, but you can't die instantly. And thanks to Strongest, that's exactly what it is. However, why would you actually go here with the junk armor? I mean, junk armor would actually be the most damaging armor in the entirety of the game. But why would you go there with the junk armor? Seriously. You're just taking double damage, and more importantly, it's not going to help you. No, actually it will help you, provided you know how to dodge. And I don't. Oh, look! It's those things. I can't think what they are. But they're from Tech Kraken stage, and that's all that you need to know. I just need to get one of those, or at least two of them. And I pretty much got everything in the back. Ah, I got one of them. A Cryneon, that's what it is. So all I need to do is just make sure I don't... No! Damn it!
That was truly cringeworthy.
Man, that was just insane. And I actually got Cryneon shards too. And I just lost them. Damn it. I'm gonna have to come back here off screen and get Cryneon parts. But whatever the case, I do not want to be crushed again. I just want to keep on going through. So, a little jump? Oh god, I almost got knocked off of the cliff by a Cryneon. But that's okay. We're almost at the end. We just need to go through these boxes here and we'll be just fine. Or rather, I would just stay and watch out for the Cryneons. But whatever the case, I just needed to get across, and with that said, we're almost at the end of the stage. So, let's go in and deal with the boss. And however, the boss is the second easiest boss in the game. However, he can be a little bit challenging, because you are over a cliff. And the only way it could be challenging is if you're accidentally down slashing. You'll see. So, this is a security program. Arguably the most boring boss in the game. Now, I know what you're thinking. How are you gonna screw this up? Keep watching. Anyway, the whole point of this boss, it'll split itself up into four, fire 3 jelly-like substance, and the only way you can actually control the circuits is if you destroy all 4 of the perimeters, so that way it'll stay right where it is and you can just slam it. Oh, by the way, those are the jellies right there that I'm talking about. And they'll eventually disappear and you can just continue to slash them. However, it would be in your best interest to have a full E-tank. I mean, not E-tank, sub-tank, sorry. Because that sub-tank could really help you out. Especially when he's about to die and he's going to start going berserk and change up his patterns. And for the record, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know that trying to use tractor beam on it is not going to work. It's only going to heal it rather than help it. So you can try to get ice if you can, and for the record, you can also try to use the sword beam if you want, but be careful. You don't want to fall down the cliff trying to down slash. And unfortunately, that's exactly what's going to happen. By the way, that is one of the things that actually can hurt it. And unfortunately, it happens. Seriously. I honestly expected the one thing in the world not to kill me, and it did. In all honesty, this was just pathetic and sad. I should know better than to down slash in an area where I don't have to.
Bruh.
Not a good way to die. Not at all. Alright, let's try this again, only this time we're about to beat it. So, this is actually the second attempt in case you're wondering, not the first. Yeah, you saw what happened in the first. But I promise you this, it's not going to be a D rank by the end of this game. No, 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 no. Yeah, in case you're probably wondering, I sucked. But on the bright side, at least I managed to get all the EX skills and almost get everything. But hey, we're pretty much done with the boss, so yeah, Ice Javelin would actually do the trick against this thing. And the downward stab. But with that said, after taking way too much damage and falling off the cliff, I think we're at a D. But now that we've pretty much took care of the protection that's keeping me from going into Ragnarok, the final level is literally upon us. And you all know what that means. final level includes the big bad, but not before the big bad. We have to deal with the boss rush. Yay! Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to prepare ourselves for the final stand against Dr. Vile, or else he will ram Ragnarök into Area Zero. I'll see you all in the finale when we finally take that old geezer down and show him what for. I'm gonna take my sword and stick it straight in his goddamn eye. See you guys next time.